Okay guys, I'm super excited today. So excited that I'm going to do this video without even showing my face. I'll do an introduction on the back end for the front, but I really wanted to get into this video. So right here you see this vase in my ashy hands. We are going to make a terrarium, okay? I've got these beautiful ferns from a supplier on Etsy. So it's going to include these guys. You'll see the rest of them later. I really just want to get this started, okay? So let's go. We're going to start out with some black gravel. I mean, it's dark gray, but it looks more black when it's wet. And I'm putting this down. I'm going to put a layer of mesh, aluminum mesh on top of it. I'm just going to pour this in here. It's thick glass. I'm trying to be all cute. And I'm just gonna spray that down. And what this is gonna do is gonna give me a layer of just drainage. I wanna have as much drainage as I possibly can so that I can have healthy plants that don't rot. So let's get started. So I laid down my layer of gravel, and I just wanted to fill up my sprayer because I'm also just going to spray that down. And don't worry, at the end of this video, I am going to have a lot of links. There was a lot that went into buying this stuff. So I want to make sure that you guys have access to that information. Okay, I'm just going to spray that down. And I'm going to wipe it so that you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to say that you guys should use deionized water or filtered water at least. If you don't, then you're going to have calcium buildups or mineral buildup on the side of your tank. And I'm going to also use a layer of horticultural charcoal just to prevent from molding. And there's a couple step process or a few steps in this process. I'm not just using horticultural charcoal. I'll also be using springtails and isopods. I don't have all the fancy tools everyone else has. This is my first terrarium, so I don't have my cute little brush and stuff like that. And again, the charcoal is just going to cut down on any mold. Okay. And now I'm going to put my substrate in. And you guys can see that. I'm only going to use one camera because I really wanted to focus on the terrarium. But this is a mix of tree fern bark, orchid bark, a small bit of tropical mix because I do have ferns in here and I do want them to grow and not die. These guys are going to break down really lovely for the isopods, and some perlite just for extra drainage. It's messy. You can clean it up afterwards. Okay. I made some more. I had not made enough. And I also wanted to add some sphagnum moss, some long fiber sphagnum moss to my mix. I'm not necessarily a big fan of the color that the sphagnum moss kind of made for these guys. So I just want to play with that a little bit. I also want interest in the front, so I'm going to make it more like a hill. Okay, lava rocks. So I'm going to add lava rocks. This is going to add interest to my terrarium. It's also going to be a place for my terrarium plants to kind of live and be safe. Rock right here. It's a crystal. I want to put that in there just to see. I may take it out later. I'm just going to give this a nice little spray down. So I think I want to add my springtails. I'm realizing I probably should have did this before I put the rocks in. I'm gonna take those suckers out. It's interesting. I don't see any springtails in here, but I'm just going to hope that they are. But I know that these isopods are in here. So I'll put those guys in there. I should have showed you what they look like, but I didn't. In their home, they don't like light, so they are going to look for the darkest spaces. And to get settled in. Write this down so you guys can see. I don't know if you can see those guys in there, but they're all looking for homes. So I'm not going to disturb them, but so much. So here are my plants. I am going to leave links. I don't know if I'm going to use this guy, but I like it. The names are a little confusing, so I'm going to wait and not try to sound intelligent. I'm going to leave you links on the names of these terrarium plants. You can see those isopods. They're like, what is going on? I was just in Florida. Now where am I? But don't worry, I'm gonna make a good home for you guys. This guy down here. So again, these springtails and these isopods are totally beneficial to the terrarium. They won't eat the live plants, but they will feast on the decay. This is an ecosystem, so as time goes on, things will grow, things will die. In an enclosed environment, you need kind of like surefire ways so that rot doesn't affect what's living in your terrarium. It was pretty quick, guys. This is my first terrarium. I didn't use all of the plants. Okay, this is my first terrarium. As you guys can see, there's some great interest in there. I have my ferns and my terrarium plants. I'm just gonna give this a little spray down, and then I'm gonna put it in its home. That's what it looks like from above. I'm so excited. My next one is gonna be a carnivorous one, so we'll give updates on this, and hopefully it'll be sustainable, little ecosystem for the isopods and the springtails. I'll always give updates. I think I'm gonna add some of these guys, but I have to cut it down. All right, that's my first terrarium. It's raining pretty hard in here in New York right now, and I've got I needed worms for my terrarium. Look at all those worms. Look. So I'm not buying no worms. This is where I got my worms for my terrarium.